What is going on, guys? Today we have got another objective in the Footies Premier League Cup. If you're tired of coming up against teams that want to rip your hair out every single day, make sure you check u7buy.com for the most reliable and cheapest coins on the market. And at checkout, make sure you hit that JT11 for 5% off your order, and hopefully you have a good day. So in the Footies Premier League Cup, it is pretty much self-explanatory like we've had in many of these cups over the past, I think, 2 months. And it is a little bit less rewarding in terms of every single win. 3, 6, 10, 14, 18, 22 and 26 will get you rewards. But these rewards are pretty good. So we've got on the first one in the Footies Premier League Cup, we've got a player pick of a 1 of 3, 84 plus. Pretty standard. The 6 wins, again, another one. 1 of 3, 84 plus. Then we move up one in the 10 wins. If you get 2 max days, because there's 5 games that you can do, you can get these free in 2 days. Then we go over to the 14 wins. We get the 1 of 4, 84 plus again. But then we move on to the better ones. An 18 win is 92 plus Shapeshifter or eFigs Team of the Season. I assume Shapeshifter includes Shapeshifter Heroes as well. It is a 92 plus pack. It isn't a pick or anything like that. We then have an 85 plus times 5, which will do very well with all of the special cards, hopefully. And finally, we get the 1 of 3, 92 plus Shapeshifter, Team of the Season or Hero Shapeshifter, and the fact that it's required there to say it in the name may mean that we only get Shapeshifters, no Hero Shapeshifters in that pack. But it could be some grammatical error, but it's just the fact that it's identified it in that bit there. That makes me wonder. Then also you get a group reward. It is a 1 of 4, 93 plus. So once you've got your 26 wins, you basically get a 92 plus Shapeshifter, Team of the Season or Hero. And then you also get a 1 of 4, 93 plus Shapeshifter, Team of the Season or Hero. What a mouthful. But you've got 26 wins to get. You've got 7 days to get it done. So in the 7 days, including today, you get, what's that, 25, 30, 35... That right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30, yeah, 35. Honestly, maths, not my thing at the minute. I don't know. High pressured situation, content everywhere. But that is basically what you've got to do. You've got 35 games to get 26 wins, which is actually a little bit more difficult than you thought. The only thing that I'm not amazing about is it is a classic match. It means a lot of people are going to be grinding this out, basically. I would suggest, if you've not done your Footies Cup yet, if you're still waiting and you wanted to see somebody's take on the rewards first, I would possibly be looking at finishing Diaz in terms of the Footies card. Look at Reece James and Mount. If you haven't got the best team yet, the best Premier League team, go and look at these cards. 95 rated. We'll be doing a review on him after Mbabu. And then also we'll finish off with DePaul today. But there is some decent cards that you can get. Obviously then if you look at Mount and James, again, if you've not got a massive team, that is 2 94 cards that you can get in your team. Plus Diaz as a 95. You've basically managed your odds a little bit better because the rewards are quite high up there. 26 is going to be a grind and a half, and you're going to find a lot of people probably not rage quitting as quick as you think they'll be, and it's mainly just because it's a classic match, which I do think they should have kept it as first 2, and I think they are rushing with the 5 games every day. Like I say, 35, you can only lose a total of what, 9 games? Yeah, 9 games in these entire 7 days. That is pretty tough for some people, to be honest. That's on an average. I think most days has got to be 4 and 1, or even at least 3 and 2, pretty much every day, with the sprinkle of a 4 and 1 and a 5 and 0. So that definitely is going to be a little bit tough, really. So lone player, you've got what, Max 1, Premier League 18. Did I just read that right? You've got to have 1 club. Wow, that is going to be so difficult. So that means Premier League players are absolutely through the roof. That is unbelievable. 1 club. Okay, well, this makes it so much more tricky. Wow, I'm really shocked that they've done that, to be honest. So that must mean, I don't even know where you even start with that, really. Like, that's you can only have one loan as well. That's a very, very tough choice. So let's just get rid of a team. Let's just get rid of a couple just so we know we've got it. So, wow, I only literally read that. That's absolutely crazy. So you're going to have to really now pick what you can kind of go with. So if you get Diaz, it's got to be a Liverpool team. If you get Mount and all of that, it's got to be a Chelsea team. So, yeah, wow. That's going to be very, very tough then. So, I haven't even got much of that, to be honest. This is going to be absolutely crazy. So, now you've got to argue where your better team lies, really. I think it's predominantly it's going to be Man City or Liverpool. It's just got to be. And it can change during the week, obviously. I don't think I've really got enough. And I can't even say I've got a Man U squad, really. Like, in terms of what's going to compete. We've got De Gea. But striker-wise, there's just absolutely nobody there. Like, we haven't got a Ronaldo, which would be absolutely perfect in this scenario. I feel like it's going to have to be City more. I think it's going to have to be Liverpool, to be honest, because we've got the keeper. So, really, this is kind of like the building of the team, if anything. So, we've got a lot of them red, which is always nice. And we do have Jota that we'll put up top as well. But this is going to be interesting. We will have Diaz also, so that'll be a nice start to it. We're going to have to put him back as right mid. Put Matip down there. We've got Robertson as a CDM. Again, not necessarily terrible. So if we go with that, and then if we think about how this is going to be, this means Prem players are going to go through the roof if we don't get that 80+ player pick that's meant to be there. Left back, other than Robertson, yeah, I did think this. So unless I go with maybe a free at the back and change in game and maybe just put Robbo there just because... let's just quickly have a look, a little kind of gather at what we've got. So, Salah, Mane is obviously going to have to be one that we try and find. You do have a few other players, because as long as we've got a couple of top-end players, then really the rest, you're not going to find anybody really, or many people with a full special team, because sometimes it's just not possible. So if we go with these golds, we'll figure out who we've got to kind of put in. Fabinho would be a nice shout. Then... we need Mane realistically, but it could be... well, actually, no, we don't need Mane. We've got Diaz. Gomez could be a shout. Gomez is definitely in there. Konate, Jota could be... oh, we've already got... oh, yeah, of course we got Jota. So if we go like that, then we put him there. If we go with Salah there... am I just making a mess of this? I think I'm just making a mess more than anything. We'll just test it a second, just to see, because Robertson will go in that DM role. Oh my god, what am I doing? So give me Matip. There we go. So Matip will go there. So unless we're playing free at the back, I don't particularly want to. We'll go 4-4-2. It's just the defender, in fact. So if we played you there, we then move him down. We'll go with Salah on the wing. We'll take out Gomez for the second. Have we got any sort of cams or strikers? I know Firmino is one. Because what do we need? Because Robertson will move back down to a left back. So we've got the 4 at the back there. So then we need preferably a midfielder. A midfielder and a striker, really. So if we went with potentially Thiago there, obviously it would be Salah and somebody else up front. I suppose you could go with Mane there and maybe play him off cam, or you just bite the bullet and go with Firmino. Then in game you'd look something like, if I can get to my 4-4-2, you'd look something like this. Move him there, and you'd look something like that. Then Salah would obviously be on the left. I think that will do. Definitely we'll have the kind of top end really here with these three. Then obviously the defense is pretty solid. Matip can do a job, or we could swap him for Gomez if needed. That obviously is absolutely fine, but this is going to be a very interesting objective. I'm not a big fan of the one club. I think the market's going to go through the absolute roof until we get any sort of SBC to kind of quell everybody's need for all of them gold prem. It'd be interesting to actually, we'll have a look in a second to search it. I'm interested. No, they haven't put anything in yet. I believe there was meant to be an 80+ pick, which is just prem. I haven't seen it on here, but apparently there is somewhere. In terms of prem, let's have just a little overall look and see if... Oh no, they are still there. So I think it'll just be the top teams. So if we go for, I think we needed a Liverpool player in an objective, so that's not really a fair comparison. But yeah, Man City, we know the teams everybody's going to use. So if you're not too fussed about the cup, definitely get these gone, because look at this. 7,000 coins for just any Man City player. I tell you that Grealish is not getting through Team of the Season Virgil. But it's going to be interesting. I think that is actually very, very strange that they've done one club. I'm hoping they change that, but I don't feel like they will. And what we could do, because this looks like it's an every week, I feel like we're going to get La Liga, obviously Bundes, Serie A, stock up all of the big clubs, because that is a way to make absolute bank if it follows the same suit. Just see how this week reacts to it, because that is nuts. Man City players going for 7k as a minimum is nuts. But the rewards are absolutely cracking. Let me know down below if you are participating, and the comment's going to be, what team are you using? Liverpool or Man City? Make sure you do like and subscribe, and we'll get into Mbabu. Catch you all later. Peace.